Hello. Last year. Can of wormholes. Last time, desert. This time, more. Let's see. We did win that puzzle. We haven't tried this puzzle. Or, I think I looked at it. Yeah, but I had absolutely no ideas. It's been a day for me. Didn't think about this puzzle once, so I certainly haven't had any new ideas. Yeah, that still seems forced at the start. I haven't thought of a way where it wouldn't be. We're one block short of being able to reach there. Yeah, going backwards doesn't change anything, huh? Um... Huh. So if I just wanted to reach here... I've probably already done that. Let's just look at the inside. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't know if that's the thing I was gonna figure out. Um... So, I had been thinking just a moment ago it was weird that I couldn't see any way to apply anything related to this world. But, okay, yeah, now I should have got across first before positioning it. Um, no, I need the tail going the other way. Maybe I should have pushed it the other way. Okay, puzzle still isn't trivial. But yeah, it turns out this puzzle actually does use the fact that, wait, no, they were lined up in the insight. Um, but wait, then I don't grab it. Yeah, we are using the fact that you can swing your tail through, well, just swing things in general through the abyss. Turns out things in the abyss can be pushed. Okay, but this always had to be here. There wasn't anywhere else I was getting it. Okay, so we just engineer flipping over twice. Alright. Now that it wasn't lined up with the hole, it's easier. But I do need to line myself up with this, that I don't fall. Then I need to get this pushed into place. Wait. No, this still works. Okay. I was like, is it a problem that I put my head right on the middle? Okay, so that was kind of a tutorial puzzle, and I just failed to see what it was trying to tell me. Okay. Presumably we're still flipping things through nothingness. Okay. So that's one thing that doesn't work. What about just grabbing on... Oh. Let's not worry about the actual goal of the puzzle for now. Right, you can't flip when you're... So it seems like I need this all the way up there. Then grab it. But somehow at the same time we need to be bringing the small one. Oops. That's farther than I wanted to make that go, but I guess I can still fix it. Maybe. Alright, this is the arrangement I was going for. But I fall. Right. Of course I do. Alright, but I wanted that one up, but that doesn't actually help with the falling issue. Also, I guess if I have it in that orientation, I actually want to be grabbing it from the left, but I don't have the length to do that. Wait. Before I go too much farther... Do I actually need any fancy moves? Because I was thinking that the candy cane shaped one, the hook, it sure could form a bridge that would get us all the way across. I think the problem is once I got the small piece into these two spaces, I wouldn't be able to get around to the top. So it can't just be a simple bridge like that. But if I did just want to make the bridge for some reason, even though I'm fairly certain it won't solve the puzzle, can I even do that? Answer is yes. And I mean, if I just flipped it over, it could have very easily been on the right side, actually aligned with this wall. That doesn't really help any more than where it is, I don't think. Right, what's this setup on the bottom all for? You've got to use it for something. Yeah, that still doesn't help. What if this, though... Right. I don't grab it if it's one space to the right. What if it was here? Well, then I just can't flip it in the direction I want. Okay. But if I did want to flip it over... we have moves like... straightening out and then just flipping it over. So I can get this here in either orientation. And that gets me one flip to the right. Right. But I can just keep flipping now. And the puzzle is solved. Got him. Definitely didn't actually have that whole chain planned out. But I was like, you gotta use this for something. So I was just messing with that idea. Alright, this one I had a pretty good idea at the end of the last part as I was just looking around. Of one key move. But I don't know how I get there. But I believe we're almost certainly grabbing it in this position and swinging the space through the space. Or rather, swinging the tip through the space. Although we might need to twist it over first. Maybe it actually is, well, this isn't gonna work. Interesting. I guess, yeah, that was entirely predictable, wasn't it? We can use a failed roll in order to push a worm. Alright, so does this look any better for my flipping purposes? I guess actually it needs to be up one, doesn't it? No. Actually, how is this gonna work? And which end do I need to grab? Oh, that's no good. That gets it stuck. What I'm wondering about is like, push this up so it doesn't fall in. If I put this here, yeah, we can't actually rotate either way. Maybe don't reset the whole puzzle, actually. Okay, so we actually need more of a this situation, I think, but I can't stop it there. No matter where I put the 3-stick. I mean, maybe it's you gotta flip it into the position so that you can do the second flip. So where could I possibly flip from where the short end would land over the 1x2? Also, I'd need to be grabbed onto the short end because I don't have enough length to turn the corner. And then flip if I'm on the other end. Which implies I'm right here, grabbing it. So maybe I just put the 3-stick down here. Alright, we got the shape. But I'm stuck. Well, now that we got the harder flip to do done, I'm sure we can just find somewhere else to flip this thing over again. That's only a problem because this is in the way. Got him. Dang, had the key idea before even loading up the puzzle, and that still took like 5 minutes. Alright, but that is the orange ship done. I believe I'd said something about wanting to view all the things, though. So let's restart all the way from the first ship. I believe if I just move down, we can view both billboards in the tail. Not entirely sure what to make of this. I mean, the left side... I think it's just showing that any part of the worm can touch the wormhole. Because the arrow's pointing down in both cases. I'm gonna screenshot these because I might have trouble getting back to them if I have done significantly more with the ships. Alright, so now we want to just move to the blue ship and straighten it out. That's a sequence of moves to do with the first two ships. Also, not sure what I meant to make of that symbol above the battery. I think I want to pull up this image I just screenshot on my other monitor and then do the sequence of moves. Alright. Fast travel back to the cockpit. Reset all. And then let's see, from brown ship, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that lined them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. That's where we end up. I guess that doesn't actually, get me the billboards in the other two ships. In fact, I haven't reached them at all. Maybe this is somehow a better order to be doing the ships in? If I were to do this one? So where was that puzzle I never entered? Was it on brown? Because I was asked about that on Discord earlier for me today. Wait. Right, this was one I never entered, but it doesn't have an entrance to begin with. Maybe that's what I need to line up with the billboard thing for. But there was another where I just, like, couldn't get under a thing. I feel like it was somewhere in this ship. Since I've moved the ship, I'm not gonna necessarily recognize the rooms as well, though, because they'll be rotated. Maybe it was on blue somewhere. Was it on the third ship? Yeah, part of why I haven't been going back and investigating it is I've just, like, completely forgotten where it is. Alright, I think this is way too early in the game. Let's go over to this ship. Right, it was right here. One thing I did want to try. I can shoot while I've fallen over. Okay. Which I was kind of surprised how much horizontal distance I got by shooting like that. Okay, so in order to ever fit inside, we need to make the 1x3 completely into worm food. So lets me push it down, but... Right, then I can roll it. But there's not really anywhere good to roll it. Not convinced that's any better than the start of the puzzle was. What about this? That just put me in a situation I got to before anyway. Not really a whole lot of states I can get the puzzle into. It's funny how much easier this puzzle would be if this just started one block lower. That mysteriously didn't solve the puzzle. See, I doubt rolling into the abyss is helpful here. This is ice area, or festive area, or whatever. Pushing backwards isn't really any more useful than pushing forwards. Considering that this puzzle was harder to get into, it probably also just is harder. No way that's useful. It's just super stuck. Wait. What about... No, wait. I've done this a million times. And by a million, I mean like 3. Just realizing once again that while it's up against the fence, I can grab it by making these 2 moves. I don't think I've ever had it here, but I think I've just destroyed the puzzle. As in, I don't think it's solvable from this state. I mean, there's got to be somewhere that's useful. If I could grab it from the bottom with it in this position, which I can, we could maybe start to work with it. All right. Got him. And the can is right where we left it, because otherwise there wouldn't be a whole lot we could do. Alright, let's get that tail info. Yeah, that sure did include a hint about how to get that puzzle we just did. What's on the left, though? I can't, like, zoom into these in any way. Maybe it would be a little easier to tell if I had the ship going left. Well, I'll screenshot this. It's at least nice to get a shot where both of them are at least visible. Alright. Oops. I've undone all the way back to the dark blue ship, but then I just switched ship again. Alright. Oh. This sequence of moves is not compatible with the previous sequence of moves because they both have different things for blue. I'm also realizing this is probably a way to get to the ship that has the glyph on the left. That is that orange trident thing. But I would need access to the ship with the pink, the swirl. Which I haven't seen yet. Is that what was on the previous image? Yes. We have a picture of that swirl, although it's over a battery. Maybe it gets me specifically to the part of the swirly ship where you can actually turn the lights on. Alright, so let's undo all our orange, light blue. I mean, it's probably not important to repeat the exact sequence of moves, although I think I did. Alright. We only have a couple more minutes, but might as well check it out. Alright, there's no power, but we do have the pottery necessary to make turns, is what I was working on saying. Got pride worms. It's a very small ship. How much can we look around? That is locked by glyphs. How many glyphs was it? Was it like 6? I was gonna say, was it like just like the number in this room? So we must be able to access the room just below as well. 4. Well, we can access it via this passage. But yeah, if you only hooked up one passageway to this ship. Oh, there's 6 puzzles in this room. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to open either of the doors in that one room. Huh? These all look like they joined to the same puzzle. Also, wait, the cockpit's just open? I guess it's the tail that has the lore. Getting to a cockpit with 0 glyphs does nothing. Ah! No fuel. Alright, so yeah, next time I guess we'll work on solving some of the stuff in here, getting some glyphs for our possible journey, and then we can replicate that second pattern of moves that I screenshot, because we'll actually have this charged up. I bet that if I do the blue moves from the screenshot, it'll only dock to one of these doors. And so it'll be important that I have the possibility of moving through doors right now. I mean, moving, you know, through multiple elevator type connections. But I won't need that once I have the glyphs and can actually open the doors, is what I was trying to say. But for now, see ya.